And there we go for another weekly joust edition. This time, Dry Arabia. We've got on the orange, we have RentalBeast playing as the French, going with a very standard build here with the 7 on foot already. Suppose the next villager will be building a house and getting gold. That's how the French roll. On the south, we've got Mikadoman. Or Obi-Wan Kevinobi playing as the Chinese with China. That's true, right? Let's ignore the fact that what I said is completely ridiculous. And already with the mill, and you see the 172 wood. He dropped off the starting 50 wood on an overseen mill, thus generating a little bit more resources. And that will 100% enable a mining camp in the village right away. And the village is a very important building for Chinese because it's 40 population, the room that it allows. But also, if you're under attack and you have it destroyed, it can also absolutely destroy your chances of winning. Or at least of coming back to an even position. So you have to be careful with the village. Obviously, at this stage of the game, you want to build it, but in the mid-game, you want to be very careful in defending them or building extra houses when they're getting attacked is always at a premium. But of course, this village will allow Mikadoman to be at 50 population space, carrying him through mid-feudal, and the rental's only at 20, because it didn't have these, so that's pretty good for China, I'd say. Pretty good. Okay, so 3 on gold. It's got the 8 plus the official overseeing the food, and now the official will even be carrying out the gold. That's perfect micro right there. And look at that. He already almost has enough gold, despite needing the imperial official to create it. It costs 50 gold. That's that's what I call here not nothing. As for RentalBeast, going with the School of Cavalry for building it, so he wants it fairly fast. I've seen people go with 3, I've even seen some people go with just 1 villager. I think 1 villager is extremely risky, it's greedy. Very greedy. It's when you want to build the town center before the School of Cavalry even goes up. That's something risky. Looking into the map, we haven't seen the map yet. There's this area here. That you have the board, you have these 2 stones relatively close to each other, and you have this gold. As well as the berries. Everybody hates the berries, but comes a time when you have to take them. This is food that you don't have to build a farm for, so. You want your sheep, you want your deer, which are right there, by the way. Beautiful deer. And you want your boar to be like your first sources of food. I like the berries, and particularly when you're transitioning or about to transition into farms. That way you can ease them a little bit better. You have the 3 sacred sites right there. You also have a ton of sheep here for Mikadoman. We have this large gold. That's a nice large gold close to this relic. And relics might be very important because, of course, Chinese will be able to build pagodas in the late game. Oh, and there we go, rental already with the first knight on queue. There are plenty of sheep close to the PC. He's going heavy on the wood, nobody on the stone. Might not want to go into into another TC. Against the Chinese, going into another TC can be dangerous, but often isn't. And there we go, Mikadoman in the barracks. And if you put the pressure on China, then Chinese is at least forced to deal with it before you do anything. They're not too forced, they have their villages, but you don't want to let that knight roam around freely in your base. Yeah, oh, and Mikadoman, I think, wanted a fast song, but got trapped here, doesn't have enough food. So he's already out of the gold. Not mining any of the gold yet, and here comes the first knight. No, this is the second knight. The first knight's already here. First knight is so important, such a big deal. The amount of damage it does might be able to carry you through the mid-game. And there you go, now Rental is on stone, now he's going into the second TC. Single wheelbarrow as well. Seems to be very meta at this point of the game. Yeah, and these walls here absolutely preventing the knight from rolling around. And this is an amazing barbican. It's way out there. Well, let's see. We are on Rental. He does not see that. Is that scout going? Not producing any more knights. Of course, you don't want to spend too many resources and delay your TC that way, but the two knights being here will at least make sure that Mikadoman. Oh, Rental knows something. Yeah, Rental has seen villagers go through. There's no way Rental prevents the Barbican. Oh, good defense from Mikadoman. Saves villagers. Yeah, but knights don't mind taking damage as long as you're able to escape. And as soon as chivalry comes through, I guess that that's the end of it for this damage being too important. If your Rental, like this knight is off combat right now, until it has at least 150 health, which should take about like a minute or so. But I don't think he has chivalry. It also costs 200 gold, which I don't know if you've noticed is a lot of gold. So second TC, where's it going? Not going anywhere yet. Coming to the board with 8 villagers, wants to build the TC right next to it. Sounds like a good plan to me, and Mikadoman wants to build the second TC as well, so... Usually it's dangerous to let Chinese go to TC song, but you're French. You will not be at a huge loss when it comes to... Villager town? When the villager dies, that's terrible for Rental, but Rental's already had 4 villagers. Oh, that's... Oh, Mikadoman tried luring the board, but Rental was taking it. This is an insane TC, by the way. If that TC is just close to the wall here, you don't even need a lumber camp for this, like you're flying. But now Rental will be producing archers from a range, and he's basically double stable, and producing faster as well, so... Knights usually take 35, I think it's 35 seconds. Yeah, 35 seconds. 29 seconds, that's amazing. That means that he can mass that much more, and that also means that 4 stables produce at the same rate as 5 stables. Well, 3 stables produce the same rate as 4. Which is absolutely fantastic, and this food is going to be so dominating. Yeah, Rental is doing pretty good. And he needs all of the food he can get, because it's producing knights faster, it's producing villagers faster. So producing everything faster, he will need the eco to keep up. And we also see Mikadoman. Mikadoman, I think he also lost a villager, that's horrible. So both players losing a villager, Rental way ahead. Mikadoman actually struggling for food. Right now, with only 2 villagers on a food source, right? Yeah. The 7 just started on the board. They haven't turned it in anything yet. So Rental's macro a little bit more streamlined. Mikadoman doesn't have resources, which is usually good. It means that you're using them very effectively, but just look at that. Yeah, Rental does not have the gold economy to keep up. Which is a bit of a problem, but... it's a problem you want to have. Rental might want to get Chivalry anytime soon just to heal the Knights here. They were out of combat for so long. If they were back up to speed, this is a tough proposition, but Mikadoman with only 5 spears. If the Rental attacks with the archers only, this is a problem. Okay, but we're gonna get some Juganoos. And the Juganoos, they are within range of the Academy, aren't they? They are within range of the Academy. And there we go, Juganoo production. Juganoos are ace against regular archers. They are very, very good, and I think Rental wants to put pressure on the Barbican. This is not a second TC, by the way. The second TC is right by the original TC. And on the one hand, it could be a problem, because you don't have anywhere to... you do have the Barbican, but it would be another line of defense here. This area is very exposed, and Rental looks like he's planning to go with a bit of an all-in move, but it's not really an all-in because you can't build rams as of yet. There is no blacksmith. He opted to go for the second range first. Yeah, but Rental with very good economy here. Mikadoman with not enough villagers on gold. Getting horsemen as well. The blacksmith is very powerful in this matchup. The melee attack upgrade French gets for free will allow the knights to shoot one villager. Also, the ranged attack upgrade for China will allow Mikadoman to effectively have 3 extra attack, because they attack 3 times in a row. But also the ranged armor is like having +3 ranged armor, right? It's the double-edged sword that way. Honestly, always a huge fan of getting the blacksmith upgrades and just overall getting your units as well upgraded as you can. So Rental already with ranged attack, going for, no, that's melee attack, what am I talking about? Getting siege engineering, so he wants to put pressure on the Barbican. The siege engineering does not go for gain here, but it puts a ton of pressure. Even if it doesn't kill a villager, that's an incredible food source that he takes away. And look at that, this already half the boar's food is gone for Mikadoman. How much for Rental? Almost only 300 left, but he's got... Ooh, he doesn't have much deer, he only has like 3 deer. So he's gotta be careful, you don't want to run out of food. Not even be on farms. So there's the second blacksmith. Rental wants all the tax. Rental wants all the tax. And I wouldn't be surprised now that Rental has got siege engineering to immediately see a ram being dropped. Ooh, this could be a good fight, but 14 spears is a lot of spears. But only 4 horsemen. Ooh, and the horsemen attack first. This is not good. And Rental even sacrifices a few of the knights to the spears, goes straight for the Juganoos. Yeah, but Mikadoman did a good job turtling and booming a little bit here. That's a lot of dead knights. That's not a good fight for Rental. The units that Mikadoman lost are units he could have very well afforded to lose. But we've got hand cannon slits in placement in this tower in the south. Yeah, okay, I understand that. There we go, astronomical clock tower with 1 million villagers is gonna be up in like 20 seconds. Oh, you can attack this! You can attack the gold! There's a ram! There we go, a gold! Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 villagers go down, I think. Rental's army kinda gets caught out, but doesn't. Oh, this would not be a terrible fight for Rental to take, just taking advantage of the lack of upgrades in these units. See, the villager count is so good for Rental. French second DC is very powerful. And with the knight, you can really take advantage of doing that pressure forwards. Really something to see here. So the board is running out soon for Mikadoman. This board has run out for Rental. Rental should go into farms now. Still, it's got 20 on food. What is he on food? Oh, on berries. He's on berries. Berries are so slow. Like, he's got 20 on food with 500 per minute. Mikadoman on 32, so way less than double. And he's got triple the food income. Rental also getting a ton of upgrades, which is nice to see. But he's getting mostly military upgrades. Oh, 5 rams! 5 rams! What's going on here? This is so many rams. Oh, and there's a scout. The scout could prove to be so key. One more outpost from Mikadoman, really trying to turtle a little bit here. Trying to bait Rental into a bad fight. But veteran Juggernaus, they get more attack, more HP. I think Mikadoman really needs that ranged attack upgrade to make these Juggernaus. Instead of 6, they will have 7 attack. 7 attack. That's what 3 damage per arrow. They will deal damage to knights. Ooh, don't sacrifice the knights, Rental. Perfect micro here, but there's lancers. Lancers are gonna deal so much damage. This is a fight. This fight is not horrible for Rental, but he's taking knight losses that he shouldn't be taking. And yeah, but taking down. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Any losses Mikadoman takes are permanent. Yeah. And now the knights are all down. There's also a couple of archers here with the ram. Ooh, but this is not a large army whatsoever. But this is a great fight for Mikadoman. All of the knights are gone. Ooh, and Rental now needs to start producing more military. It's time for military, not time for tax. Oh, but what does he have? He has nothing. But he did take out 2 villages. Yeah, but already a village here to the south of the base. And there has to be like a couple of houses somewhere. But Mikadoman is pushing forward. I don't think this is a large enough army to deal any significant damage. He might be able to deal significant economy damage, but he won't win the game here. That is for sure. Ooh, 2 villagers go down. So we are at 6-6 villager kill counts. Ooh, fighting into the TC is not good for Mikadoman. What's Rental doing? Rental's just getting all of the attacks under the sun. Getting Arbaletier. Arbaletier, I like them. I do. And there are Lancers here, so... Arbaletier, not a bad unit whatsoever. They are fantastic. They are crossbowmen on steroids. And they can also deploy the Pavises and have ranged armor, which is their weakness, let's be honest here. Archers or mangonels will usually deal with them. Mangonels will still deal with them, but archers have it over time. Yeah, they're also getting royal bloodlines. That was a terrible fight. Imagine now both guys with their full armies and Rental with upgrades. Would have been a much better fight, but at the same time there's an SBs here. Rental really needs a big army. These are veteran knights, fully upgraded for Castle Age, except melee armor, so we're gonna be doing really good against the Juggernaus. So Juggernaus, they have 6 attack and 6 armor, so they should deal no damage, but 1 damage is the minimum you can do. There's more army out there waiting. I think Mikadoman is either trying to go to Imp, or is just floating resources. Rental at 600 stone. Is 300 stone short. Yeah, Rental cannot take this fight. What Rental could is just take out the nasty bees with the knights and come back. Yeah, but ooh, the TT attacking the Juggays. Ooh, Mikadoman doing himself a big disservice here. By doing this this big push the way that he did, because now Rental's army is just gonna come in and try to swoop in. These are veteran archers as well, so they're gonna deal so much damage to the spears. Ooh, bad timing here for Mikadoman. He needs to stay on the outside away from. Imagine if the attacks are here. Imagine if this is an attack. This could have been just hit and run. Attacking this wood line, staying away from the two TCs. There's definitely plenty of room here. And like destroying the houses, being here. There's no keep yet. Rental now? Yeah, rental is in the clear. Rental now, equal army, more value for Mikadoman, because that's an STBs. And he's still ahead, despite the 25 versus 6 villager kills. And looking into the arbaletier, so they have bonus damage against heavy targets instead of light infantry. Light melee infantries. Like the archers do. They are a very good complement. They are very good at dealing with men-at-arms. Particularly good at dealing with men-at-arms. They're also going to be very good dealing with the palace guards. They're going to be good at dealing with helping deal with lancers. And yeah, so they're lancers for Mikadoman. Something to take into account. We're going to have some crossbowmen to deal with the knights. We're going to have nested bees. We're going to have spearmen. So these armies are going to be very equal. Very equal. A little bit too equal for my taste, if you ask me. Yeah, relics from Mikadoman. That's the first one. 2 SBs and the siege, I think, could make a big difference. This is a very, very good keep, of course. Everything around it will be cheaper. Rental needs another keep, and I wouldn't mind seeing the keep here, in the front. With the sacred site, one spot. Another spot to be right there, trying to take some map control, or even a bold one. But instead we have a Chinese keep. Oh, this is so unlucky! So unlucky. The knights were gonna try to raid the food and they find out about this. And if Rental sees this, it's an easy attack move. All of this gets cleared. Yeah, the villagers get cleared up nicely. Yeah, the Mikadoman just clears it. Doesn't need to lose the stone. This is a mighty army that Mikadoman is coming up with. Okay, so only one relic so far has been captured. This is interesting. So where the stirrups coming up? It's coming up here. 1 minute 25. That's a long ass time. Right, 1 minute 30. But the attack speed of Arbaletier is really good. Yeah, attack speed will effectively translate into damage. So that's pretty good. That attack from Rental kinda cost him. Rental should know that there's a relic being captured. We got 23 villagers on the move to get a very forward keep up. And there's the army from Rental. Rental going up with mostly knights. Yeah, look at that. These knights, they don't cost that many. They cost, excuse me, 180 resource. That's less than a horseman for Mikadoman, and 90 resources for Arbaletier. Thank you. Ooh, poor wolf. Poor wolf. Yeah, now Rental. Ooh, he's gonna take out the large gold vein. There's a massive army though here for Mikadoman, and the thought here is good. I go with heavy units. I go with my SBs, and SBs will be able to clear out the Arbaletier. In time for the lancers to do something, and I also have my crossbowmen. Should be able to help deal with those pesky knights, and if I play my cards right, and if I'm Mikadoman, my army will be able to play Rentals. That's the thought process, I think, going on here. More than just the knight's good and the SDB's good. Because typically, if you're Chinese, in general, you go palace guards and whatever complements palace guards. Or in this case, I guess you would go spears crossbowmen with Messabees behind. But that's infantry. Infantry, you really need to rely on your own positioning to do something. Rental. Oh, Rental. Is Rental gonna see? No, Rental doesn't see the relic getting picked up, so I think Mikadoman is just gonna pick up all of them. If this game goes late game, then Mikadoman is just at a prime position. Okay, so the skip goes up. Oh, this is... Okay, so he sees the relic. And there's a monk in the back. Oh, and attacking the farms. This could be dangerous, but there's arrow slit. Not just a regular tower, no arrow slits replacements. And Rental does not want to lose the army here. This is great. He's raiding. Just trying to kill villagers off. He's gonna lose his knights, but he can produce knights for the cheap here. He just needs to keep on producing them. Faster fingers to produce knights and produce crossbowmen. Let's see, I suppose. Ooh, coming here, and the more villagers he kills, the larger the gap becomes. And if he saves some knights, they will just heal back up and come back full health. So we got a clock tower ram. Clock tower rams are weird. Oh, there it goes! An Imperial official. Imperial officials are a tough unit to lose. Yeah, and Mikadoman is gonna be at the limit quite soon. Is this knight gonna survive? It is! 310 health. That's a ton of health here. Yeah, we're getting rams. So, siege heavy game. Rebel needs to deal with the rams. So this is a clock tower ram, just 630 health, so much. Look at how many knights needed to charge! No charge, and it's already half health. Just regular attacks. It's not a terrible fight for Rental, and SCP's attacking the knights is not good. The arbaletier are doing some good damage. Ooh, and Rental forced to pull back. No rams here to deal with this, and there's also no boiling oil. Ooh, but now Mikadoman just has the superior army count, and has a ton of siege on the field. Oh, but in a second, the units from the keep can come out, and the siege is somewhat exposed. Fighting in the city usually really good for ranged units. So the spears and the lancers are keeping the knights at bay, and the crossbowmen are taking them out, so... Not too shabby. Ooh, and this keep is gone, and that's unfortunate. No, and the massive arbaletier! They're gonna get destroyed by the SBs. Oh my god, this is terrible for Rental. There's even a clock tower trebuchet. So trebuchets with extra health. And now Rental's economy is gonna be stalled for a little bit. It's a monk, that's a monk. Kevin, get the relic. Yeah, Rental with a nice farm transition. Rental's got the economy, but I don't think he'll ever be able to mass. He needs to use these keeps very, very wisely, and he also has the resources to get boiling oil. Well, that's also something else I do. This is not the keep mass kind of a game. Ooh, but now Rental is starting to have quite a bit of... He doesn't have that idle of an economy. Mikadoman is just pushing forward. So there's a keep. This keep is not going to do anything. If Rental gets a tower, starts creeping in towers, it could be dangerous. I don't think it will be. It could be, but I don't think it will. Good shots from the Mangies. Does Rental not have gold? Why is he going with horsemen? I guess he wants to save the gold for the mangonels. Ooh, those trebuchets are so exposed, and the knights are gonna do mincemeat at least out of one of them. This is a high value target, but you're not gonna get it! The knights are going around! This is starting to look ugly. For Rental needs to get units fast. And he's just not able to replenish the numbers. He's trying. He's trying. He's just not able to do it. Yeah, even trying to use the back of the base, but now you have a trebuchet and the ram. Just the one trap though. And the ram on you. Realistically, what can you do? You can do this. Keep on the market, keep on the gold, keep on the reinforcements. And there's still no boiling oil, which is annoying. Ah, this wolf. Okay, that's a safe gold. And yeah, that's a keep on the reinforcements. So units are dying as they're coming out of the base of Mikadoman. On the same token, we have half of Mikadoman's economy coming through for a keep right at the heart of the base of Rental. So this will either win him the game or cost him the game. Is he splitting the villagers? Oh, this... Oh, no! Oh, this is gonna have to be the game battle right there. So right at the heart of the production. But it's a Chinese keep. He pulls everybody. Oh, no! This keep should be done by now. Mikadoman will clear. We'll lose the siege, though. But I think he's fine with it. Trading siege for getting 2 keeps up right in the heart of your opponent's base? Oh, but Rental destroying the siege, that's high value right there. Ah, but Rental needed to pressure forward. Rental needed something in between the DCs and the farms, and he doesn't have anything but so much economy from both guys, really idle now. Rental has a ton of gold. He goes into horseman because he doesn't have the food. Yeah, but like, if Rental realized how much army Mikadoman doesn't have, then again, he may not have army, but he has the 2 keeps, and I think there's a Venn diagram right there for you math nerds out there. Yeah, because now, everything costs full value, and the full value units are not fun. There's still a little bit of a deer here. Thank you for the raid, Jigglypuff. Hope you had a nice stream. And both keeps with villagers in 46 idle villagers. So many. Yeah, and then we have clock tower rams on this keep. Rental could absolutely pull these villagers to get that. I don't think he will, though, and yeah, Rental needs to start doing something. It's not just the pressure, it's also the relics. And for Rental, he can either go into the heart of his opponent and take away the farm economy and just starve them out while they survive. Seek out reinforcements. This is not a bad keep. I don't think Rental's gonna notice. Oh, that's a keep! Another keep on the reinforcements! There's a knight on the back line. He's taking out reinforcements here. He's gonna take out the crabs. Second TC's gone, the Royal Institute is gone, and that's all the landmarks gone. And just like that, Rental loses the game. So we got the game live, so let's look at the stats here. Beautiful timeline. Rental always ahead in count, especially village account. Look at how steep that is. That's 2 TC French for you. Looking into the military count, that was the horrible fight. And you see the 3 here. This is painful. This is painful because Mikadoman had the tech advantage, you had the numbers advantage. But if he gives up a little bit of the map, he could get that tech advantage back and gotten all of those stacks and fought on equal footing tech-wise. That was a horrible fight, and he kind of recovered here, but then just Mikadoman just did a better job at staying with high numbers. Yeah, slightly better fights as well. Better economy for rental, obviously. He had way more villagers. And the 3 relics, I think they were important for Mikadoman as well.